Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, I'm Primus Barrow, the headmaster for Jirapa Senior High.
I'm Deborah Charles, accountant.
All right. Your first infraction is on unsupported payments. Jirapa Senior High, 4 PVs, amount 24,700. The recommendation is that the amount should be recovered from the headmaster and the accountants. They further urge the management to exercise effective control over records management in the schools. Have you been able to recover the money?
Not yet, Chairman.
From the headmaster and accountants?
Not yet, Chairman.
What did you do?
Chairman, I'll kindly crave your indulgence just to make a very brief comment on this issue. And I'll be a bit unconventional. Chairman, I must confess, and I'm sure a number of faces here will know that, that I'm now becoming, for 3 years now, I've now become a friend of this house. But if you take a playback on my previous appearances, you realize this year my eyes are redder than the previous years. Chairman, this issue, I must say that it wasn't a strange issue, frankly, when the auditors brought it up, because it had come up earlier with our internal audit. And at that time, I personally took the opportunity to ensure, in fact, all the issues, if you look at the issues, please open the page to me, all the issues that were cited, these were issues that, and I can tell you, and I'm speaking under oath, that there were activities that were actually carried out. But when my attention was drawn at the time of our internal audit then, I personally at that time retrieved all those documents from the office, the accounts office. And in fact, I have an internal memo today which instructed my accountant then to retrieve, to make sure that all these documents were retrieved. They did, and we submitted them. I was shocked when the external auditors came and those same issues came up. I traced up and realized that the documents were still detached from the PVs, which happened when the internal auditors came. And I said, what is happening? So, in fact, at the time that we received the queries from our external auditors, I was to travel. And I instructed my accounts again, I should make sure that, please, these things are available. Make them available to the external auditors. Chairman, in all humility and respect, I was again shocked when the letter came, citing the same issues. And I can tell you, I have those documents here. My accountant sitting here is a new accountant. And these are 2021, though he just took off some few months ago. And the documents are right here. Signed and endorsed by the internal auditors then. In fact, when the incident happened, if my internal auditor were here, Mr. Jerome, I asked my accountant in front of Mr. Jerome, I said, how come? And he told me that the documents fall off. And you cannot tell me, Mr. Chairman, with all respect, that somebody who I just reported 4 weeks ago would have retrieved 2021, and they have gone through stores. They're here. Chairman, sometimes this is how we come in big names as spending officers and head of entities, and we are constrained. I remember when I was a child, there was this game known as, is it Antwiche or Bibo? Everybody has a rule. But once somebody doesn't play the rule, it's there. And I cannot begrudge the auditors. I'm to ensure. But where I play my rule, and somebody else has to play his rule, and it is not done, this is how I find myself. And I can tell the documents are here. And these were things, these are activities, I didn't spend even a peso for any of these activities. They are here. But this is where I find myself in front of the law. And this is the frustration sometimes we go through. That is just a bit, Mr. Chairman, I want to say. And if I know, these are recommendations, I know, Chairman, with my explanation, if we insist that I should comply, I may have to go to my brother Chinia, Honorable Chinia, otherwise, I'm a very poor headmaster, I can't pay these things. Oh. And Mr. Chairman, I'm sure you are yet to come to that issue. It's the same thing with the uncompetitive. They are there. They are there.
You know, you have touched on somebody who will be in position to help. Because what he has under his bed is not up to the level of the former boss.
Why don't you? Why do you want to come to your opponent for help?
Chairman, this is an unfair statement, and behind the scenes, I know I'll handle him.
If we can find millions under your former boss's bed, why not hundreds or thousands under your bed? Honorable Yusuf.
Chairman, listening to the headmaster, clearly there's some kind of lack of cooperation, if I put it that way. And clearly, hands are pointed at the former accountant. But the truth is that you still remain the head of the institution. So what have you done to ensure that going forward, such kind of lack of cooperation wouldn't exist? What have you done?
Chairman, I think this honorable statement reminds me of a statement made by one philosopher, Ralph Waldo, that nothing is at last secret, but the integrity of yourself, your mind. I have always, I can tell you, see, I don't want to say, my regional director is here, and I'm being very frank. Those who know me, like Honorable Dafemoko put it, that's my direct classmate. We were not even classmates, we were steady mates. I'm the open type. If I had not been standing on my grounds, I think situations would have been worse than this. My regional director is here. I've lodged official complaints with him. Fortunately, he has taken steps. I can tell you that I'm not the type who grows over some of these things, but sometimes it becomes impossible. I wish Mr. Appiah, my internal auditor, external internal auditor were here. Even the last audit, but for his coming, would have come under some of these things. I mean, some of us are not too old in the system, but I cannot come to audit parliamentary accounts committee on issues of unsupported. I mean, I think some of us, with the little experience that we have, we've gone beyond these things, but we are constrained. I can assure you, Honorable Chair, therefore, that constantly, we have always done it. Constantly, I don't know, but I can assure you that maybe going forward, I pray I don't come here, but it might not be on this issue again.
Auditors, have you cited the documents?
Honorable Chair, we've cited the supporting documents.
Let's move to the next item, paragraph 482, ranking.
Here, the infraction is that Jirapa Senior High School, you give advance or impress to some officers, and they have not fully accounted for those documents. In your case, the amount outstanding is 4,828 cedis, 16 pesos, and you are urged to either account for it or charge it to the accounts of the persons involved. Have you done that?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Which of them?
All.
What have you done? Have you recovered the money, or you have charged it to the accounts of the people?
No, we have recovered the supporting documents to that.
You have recovered the supporting documents?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm, and are you satisfied?
Honorable Chair, we've seen all the supporting documents and we are satisfied.
Okay, Chairman, that will be all for me.
Paragraph 507, Honorable Isaac Opoku.
Chairman, 507 is also about uncompetitive procurement.
Well, Jirapa, you have,
Amount is 35,000.
you per the criteria, we are referring you to the Attorney General. Next one, paragraph 518, Honorable Sampson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Here you come on the contract awarded to unqualified suppliers. In your case, 4 suppliers and then 4 PVs. But fortunately for you here, your advised management of these institutions to desist from the practice. How are you now dealing with qualified suppliers?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Auditors confirm.
Honorable Chair, confirmed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, the next infraction, paragraph 529, Honorable Ajeboate.
Reject not.
Thank you, Chairman. 529 has to do with a completed project or assets not put to use. For Jirapa Senior High School, it relates to 23 HP laptop computers, which were supplied in 2015. But at the time of the audit, they had not been put to use. Have they been put to use now?
They have, Honorable Chair.
Would the auditors be able to confirm for us?
Honorable Chair, confirmed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The next infraction, which is the last one for Jirapa, is paragraph 535, and it's on failure to deduct and remit taxes. The amount is 1,821.23. Have you been able to remit the money to GRA?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Can auditors confirm?
Honorable Chair, the said amount has been remitted.
All right, that'll be all for Jirapa Senior High. You are discharged.
We are grateful, Honorable Chair.
Thank you.